Guys, do you see my face? Do y'all see my face? This is the face of a very happy lady. One that's very tired, but overall very happy. My boxes came and I've got a date for launch. So make sure you all stay tuned and stay till the very end so you can find out all the key stuff that will be happening. Anyways, back to this specific video. Today we are going to be talking about my few pieces of equipment that I think is handy for starting a small business. So if that's something that's interesting to you and you'd like to find out more, stay tuned. Hi guys, it's Faith. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, also welcome. Make sure you click that subscribe button so that you can be subscribed to the channel, and click the notification bell so that you'd be notified when I put out a new video. So let's start off with the equipment. So what do you need when starting a small business? First of all, I'd say if your business is online, make sure you have something that you can be online with. So either a laptop, an iPad, desktop, anything, just even a phone. I think it would be difficult to run a small business from just only your phone, but I mean, hey, this is the 21st century. All bits of technology is getting a lot more updated and useful, so therefore just use what you've got, don't overthink it. And yeah, so for me, I've got my laptop, which is right here. It's just a MacBook Air. I've had this laptop for a few years now. Before it was just like a personal everyday use laptop, which it still is, but it's also a means for me to use for my small business, just keeping everything on track. And because my business is online, I can use it to get online and for setting up my website. And so the next thing that I think is quite handy and useful is making sure that you have some way to keep everything in one place. So like your ideas, your information about products, just to take notes. So make sure you have a notebook. I've just got a basic notebook here. I think this notebook did have some things that I decided on in the very early stages of starting out the business. So just like when I had small ideas or when I was thinking what my business should be. You don't really need to have a notebook, just somewhere that you can take notes, so your phone or an iPad, for instance. Speaking of laptops and iPads and all of these things, my laptop actually started, it didn't start letting me down, but after a while, because I'd had it for so long, I think I've had that laptop for 3 years now, but obviously these sorts of computers, if you invest a lot of money in them, they'll have like a long-ish lifespan. But I used to be like downloading a lot of stuff for school and all of that, educational purposes, on my laptop. I used to be watching like Netflix, downloading music, all of that sort of thing, so it didn't have as much space. So I'd say if you do have a small business or so, make sure you have something that you can have storage on. This is a 1 terabyte storage that I bought. It's still in the package because I haven't used it yet. But when I started filming YouTube videos and uploading stuff and started making stuff for my business, I realized, look, my computer doesn't have as much storage as I thought it did anymore. So yes, I strongly advise that you get some sort of extra storage. This one is an external hard drive. I just asked my brother, he advised me what to get, but I'm sure if you just look it up, you can find it on places like Currys. I bought mine from Amazon, but I did see this brand on Currys also. Yeah, just make sure it's compatible with your devices, because mine isn't fully compatible. I wanted to be able to transfer documents from my iPad to my laptop to my phone, or watch things on the TV. So I had to end up getting like an adapter, which I didn't bring down here. But if y'all want me to film another video of how I use my laptop for business or how I use my iPad for business, basically how I keep everything together, let me know, comment down below, and I will look into making a video like that. Also, I will put all the links down below for all the things that I've mentioned so that you can find it. I believe the hard drive is a Seagate hard drive. The notebook was just a basic notebook. That was a gift for me. The laptop is a MacBook. And yeah. Next thing, if you are running a small business, you would need some form of packaging, a way to get the product to your customers. For me, I've got simple bubble mailers. I can't remember the size of them, but this fits through a letterbox. It will, depending on the height of your product that's inside, it will either be like a small package, or if it does actually fit nice and seamlessly through, then it'll be less than a small package, so it'll be slightly cheaper. But yeah, I just got these from Amazon. They're just nice and simple. There was lots of different colors, but I just went for black because it's nice and slick. Next up, we have got some boxes, because not everybody just uses simple bubble mailers. I've got some boxes here, which is just flat pack boxes. You can just simply fold them up yourself, and then obviously you need to tape them up, but this is what they'll look like at the end after you've folded it over. So there you have it, a nice small box. This is for just if you're shipping like small items. I've also got a different size one too, which is just over here. This one's a lot bigger, so maybe if you're shipping items that are probably slightly bigger, 1 kg or 2 kg boxes. These boxes are from Kite, and this is what they look like. One good thing about the boxes is that you can cut them down, so y'all are not going to be able to see it, but on the inside it's got grooves like around the edges, and if you need the box to be slightly shorter, or let's say your product isn't that high and you don't need to take up all the space, you can cut it down so that it can actually fit. So yep, these are boxes from Kite. They're different sizes, and you can just order whichever one is best suited for you and your business. In speaking of boxes and putting them together, you will need to have some tape. So in our house, we have got these tape dispensers. It's nice and simple. It just helps you to dispense the tape easier. So like I showed on the box, I'm not going to do it on camera today, but roll the tape across the box and then it seals it. This jagged edge here just rips the tape for you. It just makes everything nice and quicker, because when you've got lots of packages to process and things to ship, you just want everything to be quick. It's just things that make everything nice and easy. Another thing that I'd say that you need is some sort of unit of measurement. We've got a tape measure, but I couldn't find it, so a ruler. It's just a basic ruler. That's just handy, simply because if you need to find out the size of something, so the boxes, when you're going to ship them, you need to put the weight. That's what Royal Mail, My Hermes, UPS, they'll ask you the weight. Whichever courier you're using, that's what they'll ask you for. So it's nice and handy to have measurements. Also, if you need to let your customer know the dimensions of your product, it's also very handy. But usually a tape measure will do just fine, just because this only goes up to 30 centimeters. So yeah, invest in a nice little tape measure. Just make sure that you put it in a place that you can find it. We've got several around the house, but I feel like sometimes when you need to find it, you can never find it just because they're small. Another thing that you need is a printer. So when you're starting a business, you will need to have a printer for labels, a printer for if you would like to print packaging slips, or just anything that you need to print, and something that is feasible for you. So if you're going to be deciding that it's cheaper for me to print my own labels in my house rather than outsource them from a label company, you can do that. So what we've got is a Zing printer. I believe it's formerly known as a Rolo printer. We've got a couple of these in the house. This one's actually the old one, it stopped working, but because the new one's connected, I just decided that I was going to show you all this one. So it just opens up like this, and then you feed the labels in, and I believe you can adjust this thing here. You can adjust it to the size of labels that you want. I didn't know that. I saw it on TikTok. I mean, I knew that you can adjust it, but I didn't know that you could have like different sizes or different shaped labels until I watched a TikTok video. So this one is primarily used for printing labels that are gonna go on the outside of your parcel. So like the customer shipping labels, that's what this one's for. It's got just rectangular labels, and then you just feed them through. It's a thermal printer. Like I said, I will link everything down below, which means it doesn't require any ink, so it's just printing via heat, which is very good because then you don't have to think of getting a toner or having to refill ink ever so often. In our house, like I said, we've got a couple of these. My dad wanted to get a wireless one because it's just easier, you can print from anywhere in the house, but we've just ended up getting 2 of these ones which have wires. It's just disconnected at the moment. And guys, I unboxed the other one yesterday. I didn't know the amount of things that you get in the box. You get like a mounted stand to like sit it in, you get various cables, then they give you like a discount off, and what else, they give you free labels as well. I don't know how much, but it was like a block of labels, probably like this high, that they already gave you, so that's nice. This was £99, but it is a good investment for starting off your business. It would save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle, so you won't have to be constantly going to the post office to be printing one label at a time for each package. Nope, you do it from your house, and then yeah, you can just take all your packages at once, and they've already got the labels and they're already prepaid. So that's this Brolo printer. Next up, we've got this other printer for labels. It is called a Brother printer. Guys, I am sorry if I'm going a bit fast, but I don't want y'all to get disengaged from the video. This is a Brother printer. I believe you can probably get this from Amazon as well, but I'll double check. Like I said, check the description box for the links below if you would like to purchase any of these things. The video is not sponsored. For the Brother printer, it opens up like this, nice and simple, so you can see some of the labels are already in there. You just pull this lever, which I will not pull because I don't want to break this. I don't want to break anything. So the labels just feed it, nice and easy. It's very straightforward to use all of these products, guys. I can't even stress that to you. Yeah, you just feed it in. I think this one's got different sizes as well that you can also use, and it's just nice and simple. These labels are mainly product labels, so if you can see, it's a lot, the length is shorter. So these are if you need to like just label products. So if you're selling hot sauce, for instance, and you need to put a label on the back, like saying the ingredients or so, that would be a good sort of label printer to get in order to achieve that. Right, what else do y'all want to see now? So I've got this iPad. It's good for creating things for social media. I mean, I could do that on my phone, but I wanted to use my phone for more personal reasons, because you do end up producing so much stuff and then your phone will just have a lot of stuff on it that you don't need. Also, the iPad is bigger. This is the iPad Air, the 4th generation one. I'll put a link below as well. I got this from Currys, but you can also get it from Amazon. You can get it from the Apple store. Yeah, I do find it quite useful because it's in between the size of my phone and my laptop, and it's just easier to carry this around. If I'm in the car and I'm not driving, I don't have to think, oh yes, I need to carry my laptop around, because to be fair, it's quite bulky, and if you are on a long journey, you get a bit tired. So yes, the iPad, this is the cellular version. I got the 64GB one just because I had bought that 1TB of storage. I was literally thinking, should I buy the 64GB one or should I buy the 256GB one? In the end, I settled on the 64GB, and then I just got the cellular version, so I can basically put a SIM in there. If y'all want me to make a video on how I use this for business, like I said, or just what's on my iPad, comment down below and I will look into making a video for that also. So like I said, it's good for creating content using Canva, Pixelcut, PixArt. Those are just a few of the softwares and apps that I use in order to make content. Also InShot, I use that as well for making videos and editing, and iMovie. Right, I'm down to the last few things at the moment, but these are slightly bigger, so just bear with me 1 second so that I can actually pick them up. Right guys, next up we have got this lovely device here that's quite big. It is an impulse sealer. Let me hold it up for y'all. It's quite big. This is what it looks like. So it basically just looks like a massive staple gun, but it's not a staple gun. So this impulse sealer is just for sealing packages with heat. Let's say you're selling crisps and you're making them at home. This would be used to seal the package. You just push it down and it seals it. It works, you have to plug it in because it works with heat. So you have to have a power source. That's what you need. Have a power source and then simply just press it down and that's it. On the side, it's got like a timer. It's not really a timer, it just controls the heat setting, so how hot you want it. You have to be careful because it can actually just burn through the plastic. This will ensure that if you're selling products that need to be kept fresh or kept sealed or in any sorts of airtight containers, this will ensure that it's airtight because it would seal it. It's nice and simple. So yeah, this is quite handy and I will put the link in the description for this. I know this is probably not the most conventional piece, but I do know that I wanted to make this channel for people starting businesses, and therefore I wanted to cater for different types of businesses, not just jewellery or not just products. So if you are selling food and you're selling a cake slice, and you need to seal the cake in a plastic, you can use this. Right guys, so we have one more thing, but it's also kind of big, so let me go get it for y'all and I'll be back. So the final thing that's on the list is a scale. When you're packaging your products, whether it be a food item or let's say you're selling creams or moisturizers, you need to know how much your product weighs. Or if you're selling a candle, for instance, you just need to know how much it weighs, not only for shipping but also for putting in the description box for customers so that they can know the quantity that they will be receiving. But mainly for shipping purposes as well, because like I said, the couriers will ask you what is the measurements and the sizes and the weights of your product. It's quite a big scale. We've got a newer, fancier scale that I wanted to bring and show y'all on camera, but it was out in the garage on a shelf that I couldn't reach, so unfortunately you've got this one. This scale is pretty straightforward. You do need a power source and it's pretty simple. You just flick the switch on and then it's got weight, unit price and total price. So it's nice and simple and it's got everything on there that you will need. You can tear it. It's got buttons at the front. I don't know if y'all can see. So it's got buttons at the front. You can tear if you need to add, keep adding. If you need to just have it at a stable weight and you say that this is the weight that I want all my products to be, I think there is a way to set this as well. Yeah, so it is a good scale, and to be fair, it has held up for quite a long while. Like I said, we have had this definitely for more than 3 years, so it's had good longevity. I mean, now the cable's kind of like broken, but like I said, we've got a new one, and the only reason y'all didn't see it is because I couldn't reach it. Yeah, so guys, if you've got any questions about any of the products that I've spoken about today, feel free to ask it in the comments. So like I said guys, I'll put all the links for all the products that I spoke about today in the description box so you can check them out if it's something that you're interested in purchasing. And yes, let's get back into the great news. So as you know, I've been commenting and letting y'all know that I've been waiting for some last few items for my business before I could launch. Those items has finally arrived. The Lord has heard our prayers because I did ask y'all to pray. The Lord has heard them and the boxes came. I'm actually so happy because they look so good. The reason that they were late was because, well, like I said, there's Black Friday, Christmas is coming up, so the shipping is all over the place with logistics at this moment. But also I didn't think that my logo looked quite good on them, so I made them like change it, and then yeah, it just took a longer time because they had to change it and, you know, make it look better. But I'm happy that I made that unilateral decision because it looks so good now. So I'm really excited for y'all to see. I might do a little sneak preview, a little sneak peek. I might do one, but we'll see. Not today, but at some point. But at long last, I have decided when I will be launching my business. It will be on Friday the 10th of December at 10 a.m. That's when I'm going to be launching. Friday the 10th of December at 10 a.m. 2021. Okay, guys, set your alarms, set your calendars, tell your friends to pull up, just come and visit. So guys, what you can do in the meantime is go and subscribe to my VIP list on www.kanuku.com. That is my website. Yeah, you can sign up for 10% off. Only the people that are on the list will be able to have the 10% off on launch. That is it. So if you're a fan of discounts, like I said, Christmas is coming up, you'll be able to have the opportunity to get yourself some nice pieces of jewelry. So yes, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a nice day. Be safe wherever you are. Comment down below ideas of videos that y'all would like to see. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for more, guys. Bye.